YouTuber's High Score Challenge. It's Season 6, Round 3, and the game this time is Gods on the SNES, a game by the Bitmap Brothers, also famous for the likes of Chaos Engine and Speedball. It's a game I didn't play back in the day at all, so this is like quite a new experience. But it is one of those games which I did always want to play. The screenshots always looked fantastic, but missed out at the time. I'll get to the point. The video is very long, nearly 2 hours in total. So I'm not going to do a full commentary throughout the whole duration of it. I'm not sure how long I'll waffle on for, but at some point I think I'll just drop out and just let the video do the rest of the talking, really. It's a... just trying to think where to start with this one. When I first saw this pop up, I was curious, because it didn't strike me as a sort of like high score challenge type of game as such, more of like one of these adventure type games, which I think it still is in a sense, but it does have some interesting scoring mechanisms. There are various bonuses you can get for getting to certain places quickly, or if you've got a certain amount of lives or health, they seem to get some special bonuses in certain places. But also as well, there's lots and lots of secrets which generally revolve around hitting switches in a particular order. This is, I know it's kind of a secret what I'm doing here, just hitting different combinations of those switches and getting different treasures. Now, there's a bit of me messing around here because I was looking at a long play on YouTube, and the one I was watching, they went up to this bit first, and they sort of managed to get this platform to come out just left of where I'm standing at the moment and hit that square block above, which opens up more treasure in other places. And I was pretty sure I was doing it as the long play said. I don't know whether it's different because that was on the Amiga and this is on the SNES, but try as I might, I just could not get that secret to work. And to be honest, like it was a case that I had already decided that I'll try and get some of the early secrets, but there was no way I was going to go through the whole game and just 100% it or anything like that, and get every single secret, which, to be honest, is like for the best, really, because there's another bit coming up where I sort of failed to activate a secret as well, but it's kind of like either the guide I was looking, or the long play I was looking at, means it's different on the Amiga compared to how you get the secrets in the SNES version, or that you need to do it so specifically, in such a particular order with the switches and things, then it wouldn't have been worth my time. So with that in mind, I kind of like quickly made the decision that if these early secrets don't work, then fuck it, I'm just going to go for it, because today's the last day for entries as well, and I've only sort of like another hectic week last week. It happens. I was able to get some practice sessions in, but I was going into today thinking I know I could do it, but this is still sort of like a bit of uncharted territory, and it's kind of like I've still not put a complete run through together, and there was just no way I was going to sort of like swat up on all the secrets and spend hours like trying to remember where they all are and stuff like that. Just not enough hours in the day. So this run just kind of ended up being sort of like a standard run, really, sort of not sort of like a as I keep saying, not trying to get all the secrets or anything like that. Anyway, what I found really was just trying to remember certain nasty bits, really. Like there are sort of certain traps you can remember to stop getting caught out. Certain bits where you get a lot of enemies come along. Yeah, as long as you keep those in mind, then I dare say the game as a whole isn't too difficult. It's certainly frustrating at times, and you get some sections and just like enemies run into you and like drain all the energy, and very frustrating. So it's kind of a bit like a memory test, but yeah, a lot of games are in a way. So yeah, just run around, hit the switches, click the keys and things. Just sort of carried those 2 jars into this room, which has given me a couple of things. Get a couple more jars. Take them to the right of this level. It's a bit strange. Sometimes it's not as obvious what triggers things. Like, for example, just then my 2 jars disappeared, but I've got a handy health bonus which just dropped out of thin air. So there's things as well. I mean, yeah, I don't know if those could be a secret somewhere, or I'm really not sure. But these couple of flasks there don't seem to serve any particular purpose. And get a shop. Tended to find, apart from a few things, I didn't really find it worth buying most of the stuff in the shops. You tend to get the power-ups you need in the level itself, and sometimes you can actually buy a power-up and then you accidentally pick something up during a level and it takes your power-up away. So not fantastic, but there are useful things, like extra lives and health. Quite a bit of it as well. It's like it tends to be quite a bit of going back and forth a lot. It's like you'll get so far, run into a dead end or something, but there might be a switch there. You click the switch and you run back to where you were, and open something up, then you hit a switch there and then run back the other way. And a lot of the game kind of pans out like that, really. Which isn't necessarily bad, because you kind of don't get too lost. It could have been slightly different this game in terms of proper sort of like harsh maze to find your way out of, but it's a relatively intuitive way to go, and you don't tend to get stuck for too long. the only sort of bad bits really is like as I mentioned, there's some nasty bits, and yeah, first time playing, just like walk straight into them. But yeah, is that so different from R-Type being difficult, for example? So I don't know. So there's all sorts of stuff like that wall. I'm just shoots in there like on this long place, or someone managed to open that as a secret. But again, I must have missed something and just couldn't get it to open. And quite a bit of the game as well, like I guess they did it for the difficulty or something, but this is one of these games where it only scrolls forward and your character's pretty close to the edge, which means that you don't get much time to react to any enemies which appear in front of you. Oops. So what tends to happen is you end up you tend to just like inch along the place, hammering a fire button. And even then you still get hit like I did there. Then again, just waiting for those gargoyles to come to life. I mean, as I mentioned, I really like the look of the screenshots and magazines back in the day. I'm trying to remember which magazine it was. I saw this in, might have been one called, what was it? CVG, I think it was. Yeah. I think it's a CVG one. And oops, that's a big mistake there, falling off the moving platform. But like the screenshots they did, it kind of like I think it's CBG anyway. But the screenshot I saw, it actually had it showing like the CRT lines on it, and I can just imagine, sort of playing this with the CRT lines, and like a lot of games do look better. That's how the design to look. Programmed how they look on CRTs, and it looked fantastic, and as well as it'd be nice to play it on a CRT. I think the graphics in general do look really good in this. It's very, very bright and bold, very, very detailed as well. And just nice little touches, like when an enemy blows up, you kind of get that almost like a flaming skull thing, which appears as they die. So it's all very nice. That, and the sound effects are pretty good as well. I mean, like the music's a bit annoying and repetitive, but like it does the trick. It's reasonably atmospheric. But the like the screeching when the enemies blow up and things, and like the noise the character makes when it takes a hit, sort of makes you wince a bit. So somewhat basic but very effective sound effect, I'd say. Always satisfying to get that little clink when you pick up a jewel. I know, like, first off the boss here. Trying to inch forward to getting onto the screen. Yeah, it's a pretty cool boss. I mean, it's just got one attack, but yeah, this is kind of like difficulty you'd expect. It's still a decent challenge. You got to be on your toes a bit. But boss takes a few hits as well. Yeah, and get another shop. This is the shop at the end of the world. Saving the money a bit. Okay, onto the second world. There's 4 worlds in total. Not giving any hints there as to how far I got. I messed up here though. There's that panel on the right, which I was trying to be clever and sort of still thinking about secrets. So I thought, I'll try hitting that panel later on and see what happens. But as I say shortly, I can't actually come back to it. So that was a bit of a mess up. Yeah, because now I can't get sort of down below that trapdoor. So it's effectively sealed off like a bunch of treasure to the right. Never mind. Those snakes seem to be the order of the day for a lot of this level as well, or world even. Only an hour and a half of the video left to go. Yeah, I've got to get the thing uploaded as well, which is going to take all afternoon. It's going to have to be a 180p resolution or something. Excuse me. I mean, it would be like as I mentioned, it's got the score and bonus stuff, like for getting to certain places with health and lives and speed, and you get your bonus points at the end of each level, depending on how many lives you got left and stuff. So it's like it's potentially like a good score attack game. If you to know the game that well, sort of trying to do everything correctly, quickly, without taking any hits and stuff, then that's a pretty decent challenge. But again, just like that would take a long time to get anywhere near that. I was going to say that good, but it's kind of like more of a memory test, I think. Look at something. I think I'll stick with the commentary to the second world, maybe end of the second world. I'm already flagging a bit. Only 20 minutes in. So just kind of shuffling forward, just inching forward, just hammering the attack button. Because sometimes after you've been in a room, new enemies spawn in certain locations, and unless you can remember where they're coming, then it's just to walk into them and take a hit. There's a particularly tough one there, which had a sort of like gem, which I need to progress in the level. I'm messing around a bit here because I could have just gone on and got one of the other gems I need as well, but for some reason I decided to go all the way back to the room just to drop that one gem off. I mean, apart from the good frustration here and there, all in all, I did enjoy this. I know a lot of people are slating it in the Tubers High Score Challenge, and I can see why. To be honest, I'm complaining all crap there, really. But it's honestly not that bad. As I mentioned, it's got like interesting scoring. It's got it's got lots of secrets to learn about as well to keep things interesting. Like the graphics and sound effects, as I mentioned, I think they're really nice. So, and what I did like is this is one of those games which I kind of wanted to play, but never got around to playing. And when something comes up in the Tube High Score Challenge, it's a great excuse to give it your undivided attention. So I mean, again, even I was like busy throughout the week. It's like it was actually a game which was quite manageable, really. It's like I found like an okay challenge, and and sometimes it's nice just to sort of like play through and just complete a game. Oh, sorry, I might have given something away there. Because I've been playing a lot of Rocket League and Xenoblade Chronicles recently, which is really good. But Rocket League never has an ending as such. You just keep playing and keep playing. I still love it, but it's like never ending in a way. And playing Xenoblade as well, I'm sort of like 80 odd hours in. I'm kind of like right at the end, but I'm also sort of like doing all like the side quests and stuff. So as much as I'm enjoying those two games and I've been playing a lot, it's like I'm actually sort of like getting that satisfaction of completing a game at the moment. So but playing through this is like it ticked a lot of boxes. It's a game I wanted to play. It's a decent challenge. I enjoyed playing it, and it was one I could sort of like cross off the list as well. So an enjoyable challenge and all, just despite the frustration. There's some bits like I got that bomb thing, and like just play it safe. It's boring as hell, but I'd rather do that than accidentally sort of like step on 3 snakes and lose all my energy. So Just a bit of general trivia as well, like, just to fill in the silence between gaps during this commentary video. Yeah, the SNES version, a lot quicker and a lot smoother, I'd say, as well than the Amiga version. But based on what I saw anyway, just look at a couple of videos online. So a decent conversion of the game. Yeah, a bit gutted I lost that life there, because it's still quite early on, and it's kind of like at this point it's like, yeah, and there's a fucking big health pickup there as well, which I died just before I got it, so it's useless as well. And I just swore there, which I think means my YouTube demonetises my videos, which is quite alright by me, to be honest. I don't think I get any money for them anyway. If I go pro one day, I'll set up a new swear-free channel. That's the only way. Yeah, and there's I think it says in one of the hints, like I'm supposed to take the chalices for this room, take the chalices to this room. There's another one I've found in another one, brought it there. But again, I feel like must have missed another one as well or something. I didn't do something in exactly the right order. And again, yeah, by now it's kind of like I just didn't give a shit really. I was, again, no spoilers, it's far too late now. I was confident enough that I could get through the game without having to find all the secrets and stuff. I'd kind of worked out that, yeah, I can get through each bit only using a certain amount of lives, and I'll probably have enough by the end of it. You know, I've mostly played through it from level 1 on my runs, but I must admit I did have literally just one practice run on World 3, because there was a tricky bit which was really draining my lives. I just want to sort of try and work that out a bit before getting like over an hour into it, and that shit happens. So. Yeah, use as a good old password system. Oh, I tell a lie as well. I did actually practice World 4 once as well, just to sort of get a flavour for that. Stubbed me toe on the snake there. And there's an enemy up there, but I just thought bollocks. Yeah, I'm just launching fireballs down like that. Got better things to do than just get picked off and energy trained like that. Oh, this bit's fun. Like, yeah, that snake went off the screen, and just expecting it to come back, because they do come back. They sort of like they piss off for ages, and then there we go. And then eventually they come back just when you're least expecting, and you sort of stub your toe on them. I think I've got the delights of one bit where the snake didn't come back, so I'm just like standing there like a lemon for ages, like throwing knives into thin air. Hey, World 2 completed. Which confuses me, because you'd normally take world as being like the section of levels, but this refers it to like level 1, for example, is like world 1, 2 and 3, and level 2 is made up of world 1, 2, 3 as well. I don't know, I suppose whichever way around you do it's going to be slightly confusing, but yeah, could never quite get my head around it. Yeah, stocking up on extra lives a bit. I might end up doing a full commentary on this, actually. It's all still over an hour to go. So it's another puzzle. Find the combination of switches. Run as far as you can. Come to a dead end. Run back the other way. Hit the switches again. Find the right combination of switches. You might pick up a key or an item along the way, which will open a door. This bit is like just a classic example of it, and I'd kind of like almost like worked out already before I'd even started on it. But yeah, you got a sequence of doors with individual rooms coming up, and you basically just go in each one in turn and pick up whatever object you happen to run into at the end, then take it to the next room, and etc. Repeat. So it's not exactly a taxing puzzle. I mean, this game refers to having sort of various sort of puzzles and things that it's. But again, I suppose I made the point earlier, like you don't want it to be too puzzly, or don't get sort of lost in the maze as such. So yeah, maybe keeping it sort of like pretty basic is the best thing after all. Yeah, so that monster's a thief, by the way. It kind of like picks up objects, and I was kind of hoping that, because there's those two what look like objects at the top there, which look very interesting, but couldn't work out how to get them. My hope was that the thief enemy would pick them up and take them down for me, but no, the thief was carrying something and didn't want to drop that, so God knows how you're supposed to get those. I'll have to watch a log play more. Might do some cooking in a bit. But yeah, I remembered that as a monster which drops down if you're not careful. kind of don't want to stop the commentary. And also as well, if I stop the commentary short of the video, then it means I have to do some digging around with trying to make it fit. But if I have the commentary on for the full length, then the app on my phone I use to just put it all together, it just makes it easier if I just have a slightly long commentary file than the video, and then just trim it to match. So a bit of behind the scenes info there. I suppose thinking about it, it's just one of those ones I probably, if I would have had a live mic, that would have worked better, come to think of it. Well. But I suppose I can't be sure that, because I did have to do a few restarts actually. Just losing sort of silly lives and sort of straight away. Sorry, I can't stop yawning. Yeah, I got up at quarter past 10 today, which is like pretty early for me on a weekend, to be honest. I was up quite late last night. Playing a bit of drunk Rocket League, which was going surprisingly well for a while. So, won quite a few matches, but it got to the point I was just exhausted, so just lounged around. Couldn't quite doze off for a bit, watched a bit of Twitch and bed. 4 days ago, about sort of 3:30ish. But sort of 10:30ish on a weekend days. Fairly early for me, really, to be honest. It's taken me, I suppose we're only mid-January, it's taken me all this time in January so far to get my body clock closer to where it should be. I've never really been a morning person. Lots of waffle, I appreciate it, but I've got another hour and 10 minutes of this commentary to fill. Get the sort of spear power up there. It's a bit strange. I mean, to be honest, I don't think there's that much difference between the weapon power-ups. Just sipping on my smoothie as well. I've started getting into my smoothies. I brought one of these Ninja smoothie makers a few months ago. I'm trying to think, it's in fact, like I brought it when brought the smoothie maker when I wasn't feeling very well. When I was suffering with stress after being involved in the car accident I've mentioned before. And, I think I've just part of a freshen up and sort of trying to shake it out a bit in a way, I suppose. Brought a smoothie maker as part of a new lifestyle approach. It's something I've thought about before, but it's kind of like just thinking, let's get a smoothie maker. I was using it on and off for a bit, but I've actually settled on a regular morning smoothie now. But bananas and blueberries is my favourite. And made with oat milk and some ice cubes in there as well, just to make it nice and cool. Yeah, thrilling, eh? The thing is with the commentary on these Tubes High School Challenge vids, it's something I really enjoy about it. It was talked about recently, like we'd be able to just like post a screenshot of a high score if we wanted to. Which is like fine. It saves a lot of hassle. I'm sure I'm going to have lots of hassle uploading this beast later on. One of the things I enjoy about the challenges is like putting the video together and doing some waffle in a commentary like this afterwards. Just like a mini project in a way, really. It's something quite therapeutic about it. Talking therapy. Yeah, talking of which, yet more waffle. I've noticed I've had a bit more of a stammer kind of creeping in. Not just when doing like the YouTube videos and stuff, but life in general. And I think the stress from the car accident might have had something to do with that. When I was younger, I did used to have just a little bit of a stammer in certain circumstances, and sort of like saying certain words, I just couldn't quite get them out. But that seems to have just sort of disappeared, I think, over time. But I've noticed like recently, and it might be the booze as well, to be honest. I might be talking to someone and I'll just be like, I get it out eventually, but it's something I've been noticing more. Oh well. If you've ever been to counselling, by the way, it's a bit like this. Just in some type talking, sort of stream of consciousness type thing. The counsellor might prompt you here and there to reflect on something or sort of probe a bit, but like in a way, it can be sort of someone to talk to or talk at even. Yeah, which is helpful. It does the trick. I've not had many sessions, but on occasions. I mean, yeah, again, so just referring back to this stress incident I had. I had a few sessions following that, and it was helpful. It helps put things into perspective. In fact, yeah, I'm going to sort of carry on blabbing about the stress incident I had, because it's something which affected me, and I've still got an hour of this video left to kill, so it's might as well. But yeah, when after this car accident, well, just to recap for those who didn't know, basically HGV sort of drove into me on the motorway and sent me into a skid. No one hurt and everything, but just like it really shook me up. And for the first sort of day or two after it happened, I was just like, my nervous system was just in overdrive, and it was just like, I don't know, sort of almost like just like living on pure adrenaline in a way, really. But I didn't think anything was up at first. I was still kind of like, obviously shook up, but it's like, so I had to be in work the next day and everything. So it's just like, just get back into the routine. But I just kind of noticed like I just couldn't unwind. Later on that evening, it's like I'd finished work early for the day because it's just like, look, I'm just having real difficulty concentrating. I'm just gonna take it easy for the rest of today and come back brighter tomorrow. But yeah, that evening I was chilling. I was watching my football team, Coventry, on a stream. But I just couldn't focus on anything. It's like this match being played out in front of me, but I just couldn't sort of just pay attention to sort of focus on what was happening. And that's not just because just because it's Coventry, of course, but just like my mind just could not settle. I'll just take a quick break for the level 2 boss here. Yeah, I've not had problems on this boss before, but this time I noticed it was launching these bloody fireballs at me, in addition to what it's breathing out its mouth, which didn't seem to happen before, I think. So yeah, so I spunked a couple of lives here. Anyway, where did I get to? That's world or level 2 done there. So I just couldn't concentrate on the football match, and it was just a case like I'd had a couple of beers watching the match, and it's just like just felt unhinged in a way, really. It's just kind of, it's almost like there's no filter, there's no consequences in terms of looking ahead to the future. And I knew I'd work the next day, and it's just like I just could not settle. And I was having these drinks, and to be honest, I just ended up nailing a whole bottle of whiskey. But it is weird. It's like I didn't feel drunk at all. It was like it just kind of like helped take the edge off things in a way, really. And I don't mean that in like an alcoholic type sense. It was just like it's almost like because my nervous system was that fried, just having a huge quantity of booze just like helped sort of bring it down to sort of like like calmer levels, calmer, more normal levels. I'd say even. And yes, it's strange. I just didn't feel drunk at all, so I'm getting quite deep into this now. But anyway, like that sort of like I suppose that was like the plaster which helped me calm down a bit for the first time in what was like a good 48 hours at least. And it's a complete waffle here, but the next day I didn't actually feel hungover, but I noticed I just could not compute certain things. I was working again, but it's like just like basic tasks. I just could not. My brain just could not compute them. It's just like having to just answer a simple email question. It's just like it's such an effort. Just sent my brain into overdrive, just trying to just like, again, I use the word compute, just sort of comprehend this like simple task, and it's just like I almost had to like physically sort of hide away from like the screen and stuff, just because I just couldn't sort of process anything. And yeah, that kind of like that behaviour sort of like carried through as well. I mean, at this point, yeah, I was like talking to my colleagues saying, yeah, I'm still not right here. It's looking like a good idea to have some time off. But it was kind of like not just not being able to sort of, again, sort of compute various things, but it was like I just find myself just like doing random things, like just like pacing up and down like the landing, just like randomly. It's almost as I've got this like excess energy just like stored up, and just no way of letting it out. So I was just doing things like pacing up and down, and I'd go downstairs into a room, and then I'd just like walk into a different room, and then sort of go back and forth. Yeah, in fact, yeah, a bit like this fucking game. It was a bit like if you ever walk into a room and you can't remember why you went in there, but it was like that constantly, and I'd sort of just be doing that sort of back and forth, and again just like pacing around, and all the time not being able to sort of comprehend or sort of compute simple tasks. It was very strange, and it took me a long time for me to recover from that. It was about I didn't really sort of start showing any signs of real progress until like about a week. I wasn't getting pissed, by the way. I was actually sort of very, very good, and sort of like just like let myself sort myself out naturally. But it was like it took a long time for my body to sort of like start getting anywhere near to, on my brain even sort of getting anywhere near to sort of like how it should have been working. Oh, give me vocal cords a short break. We've been waffling intensely. The passes the time though, only 55 minutes of this video left. But anyway, more waffle. So it's taken me a long time to recover, and I like going for walks and stuff. Yeah, just out in the countryside, and taking nice pictures and things. And I went on this walk, and I was like, taking just took a couple of selfies of myself for fun. Yeah, nothing too posy, just like just a couple of selfies, and I just didn't look right at all. Yeah, it was just like my face was even more twisted than usual. It was just like just like this strange kind of like pensive, almost sort of confused and sort of slightly contorted look. It was very strange, and even though I tried sort of like relaxing and sort of putting on a smile, it was just something. Yeah, it was just something just completely off about my appearance. and again that took a long while to sort. I'm just not entirely sure if it's properly sorted now. But yeah, that was all part of the healing process in a way. You know, sort of getting out and about, just going for a walk. and just like little interactions, like going to the shop and things, was quite challenging. Just like being out in environments where people were just like stress and anxiety. But those little missions, those little adventures, all part of the recovery, really. Didn't open that third teleport gem there because it just takes into a room full of like bats or whatever, which I'm just take loads of energy off you. Unless you've really been able to take them out. But yeah, onwards with the recovery story. So yeah, these little adventures and missions here and there, so like all part of the healing process. And it was working a lot. It was strange though. It was like I keep on saying strange because it sort of progressed to the point where I'd be sort of completely fine in some situations. If I was sort of chilling watching like a YouTube stream or something, playing games, which funny enough I wasn't doing that much of, even though I was like sort of off at the time. But it'd be like I could be okay doing one thing or on one day, then it'd almost be like I'll be like back to square one again. And that does remind me actually, like I don't think anyone's going to be sort of listening to this commentary sort of this far in, and I think I think my identity is sort of reasonably private, but and what I'm about to say isn't that bad either. But it's like I did try going back to work after a week, and it's like straight away it's just like stress levels just like rising and rising and rising, and I was just like, I mean, I was working from home, but it was like even so, it's like all this like angry energy building up, and it's just like I was just like really huffing and puffing, like even though nothing particularly challenging was going on, it's just like I just couldn't handle it. It was just like just like muttering under my breath loads and stuff. Like it was a case, to be honest, I was kind of just gearing myself up, just like to fuck off, like, and just like just do a proper sort of dramatic sort of like a work quit finale type thing, which there's actually reasons for that, because it's stress, and like your body and mind are saying fuck it, like for your own health you need to get yourself out of that situation. So that's kind of like where I was at, really. But yeah, fortunately it's like I mean, again, so yeah, talked it through with a colleague who was like very kind and understanding. It's like, yeah, so just go to the doctors. Just get it sorted. Just like not in a fit state to work. So that's what happened. Which was for the best, really, because it was a case that I was thinking, I'm sort of like I'm doing okay now. I'm recovered. Like, I can. I can get back into the swing of things at work, no problem there. But it's like when I got into that environment, it like again, it's just like, I couldn't handle it. And again, though, it's kind of like all part of the recovery process, because if I would have toughed it out, it probably would have ended up taking me even longer to recover. I might have done something silly, saying something to someone or something like that. I'm quite a calm, chilled out person normally, but it's like the mood I was in. Yeah, it does happen. Or it could happen rather. Touch wood, I don't think I've mouthed off to anyone before. Anyway, so there is kind of like a moral to this story as well. It's like I suppose just to finish off, I did have a bit more time off. The thing is, like, I was thinking, I've loads of time off. I'll just get a couple of games and like just play shitloads of games, and it'd be great. But it wasn't quite like that. I didn't quite have me didn't quite have me zest and enthusiasm for games, which I normally do. Like I brought a couple of new games as well. Like on my Switch, I got I've got Mario Kart and No Man's Sky. I was thinking, it'd be brilliant, just like chill playing like No Man's Sky, like explore some fantastic worlds and stuff. But I just didn't get around to playing them at all. I can't even think what I ended up doing. It's like apart from the odd helpful thing here and there, like going for a walk, it's kind of like it certainly wasn't like I just like got to play shitloads of games in my time off. It was just like more just like trying to take it as easy as possible, just for the recovery, really. And I still have actually got to get around to playing No Man's Sky, but that's one of a few games in my backlog. And first things first, I want to complete Xenoblade Chronicles 1, which I'm fairly nearly there. So. But anyway, the moral of the story. The incident helped me understand a bit more as to like how the brain and body works and how it reacts to stress and things. And yes, some stress is okay. Yes, it's widely acknowledged that some stress is beneficial. I think I call it youth stress or something. But of course, like excess stress is unhelpful. Unhelpful. It makes you less productive. It's draining. It's tiring. It's just horrible all around, really. So, I mean, this is kind of like stuff I've come across before, and at least it's my interpretation of it anyway. But like, it is almost like you've got this kind of like stress meter, or like this jug which sort of fills up the stress as you deal with sort of stressful situations, and that jug needs emptying from time to time. Otherwise, it just like builds up and up and up. And you empty the jug of stress through recreational activities like going for a walk, just chilling, playing computer games, sleeping. Even sleeping is a very important one. And if you're not emptying your jug of stress, then you just kind of like it just clouds your whole experience of things in a way. It's all sort of pervading feeling, and it affects the way you work, it affects the way you interact with people, and it affects your health as well. And it's certainly something which I don't think I don't think people in general are sort of like conscious enough of that. I mean, I don't think I was really. I'm going to think of it. I mean, I knew about stress and trying to deal with stress, but just I suppose this awareness that you actually need to be sort of pretty on the ball to stop. It stops your jug of stress overflowing. It's like you need to. In fact, yeah, I'd say this is one of the things I've learned or sort of become more aware of is that when you are experiencing those high levels of stress, it's just like sometimes you just need to sort of just really pull back, like no matter what it is. Even if there's consequences for that, sometimes you just got to say, "No, fuck it. I'm just not doing it. I'm just having a chill till I'm ready to do it." And that is actually the most productive and healthy way to do things as well. Like there's no point running yourself into the ground and burning yourself out for the sake of all these like demands and deadlines, which they never end. There's always going to be something which needs to be doing and needs to be done. So I mean, yeah, we've got to do stuff and we've got to get on in life, but there's various points where it's got to be like no, it's like no, I've got me chill time, and that's that. So the rest of the world, I'm not coming out to play again until my stress levels are sort of like no, nice and safe. I use the word safe because I think it is unsafe to have an excess stress. I think that's the moral of the story anyway. 40 minutes of this game left. I'm sure there's some other aspects of it which I'll waffle on about a bit more in a minute. Music on the video has gone a bit funny, not sure what's not something which just seems to happen on some of the videos. It wasn't doing it at the time, but for whatever reason it's doing it now, so I can only apologise for that. It's all my fault. I mean, yeah, but by now it's kind of like I might as well see the commentary through to the end. Yeah. Anyway, so I just managed to sort of like regroup my thoughts. With what I was saying about like stress and like stress levels, having like your jar or jug of stress or whatever, and sort of trying to keep things at a safe level. Yes, so as I said, it does affect how you deal with people and how productive you are as well. And as I said, I'm not sure if there is enough awareness about stress. I mean, certainly I think it's something which would be of benefit to everyone really if it was, and they talked about in schools and stuff. I don't know if they do teach in schools now. Maybe they do already. They certainly didn't when I was around. But I think it kind of like ties into some of the problems like which we can come across. Because when people are stressed, there's different coping mechanisms for that. So some people, for example, like drink a lot, and yeah, that can be a downward spiral if it's like drinking heavily to overcome the stress, which needs more drink to stop the stress coming back. And because this is something as well, so I'm just trying not to go off on too much of a tangent here, but drinking's fun. I like drinking, even if I do feel shitty. Sometimes after drinking a lot, I do tend to binge drink a bit, like on a Friday and Saturday. But I'm usually pretty good midweek. But I have noticed, particularly if I'm having like a drink midweek, which doesn't happen often, but even if it's just like a couple of like drinks midweek, it's like it's like my body doesn't process the stress it's been dealing with. It's kind of like it's almost like the drink puts everything on hold. So I might, for example, have a stressful Monday and think, oh, fucking hell, I deserve a couple of drinks after that. And I'll have a couple of drinks, which would be sort of quite nice at the time and stuff. But when I go into work on the Tuesday, after having a couple of drinks the night before, it's kind of like it's like that stress hasn't been released. I haven't emptied my stress drug. It's kind of like it just comes back to the level it was when I finished work previously. Whereas like if I don't drink and just have like a sensible night and just like eat right and stuff, get enough sleep, and my stress levels come down. So just the level 3 boss here. Just take a quick break for this. Stomped on there. Phew, just that last little bit of energy there. In fact, just looking at that now, that's pretty important. I didn't lose a life there. You'll see why later on. But anyway, yeah. So like the alcohol, it doesn't really stop. The alcohol sort of stops like your mind and body sort of like processing the stress, and that's what I find anyway. Other people may have different experiences, but I think there's something to be said for just like letting your mind and body sort of like if it's got a particular issue, you just sort of like just give it like the time and space to sort itself out. Alcohol is fun, and I do enjoy drinking on a Friday and Saturday. But it's good to get like your regular night's sleep and things, and to do promoting healthy lifestyles. Yeah, I'll stop waffling about that. But yeah, going back to the point I was saying, just like just sort of stressing society. It's kind of like I think it'd be helpful if there was sort of more awareness about it, because I think there's a lot of people going around stressed. Driving stressful, like there's a lot of stressed drivers around, angry drivers, and so sometimes it just seems there's quite a few angry people around. Maybe that's just my perception, but I think there's a lot of pissed off people, and I think a lot of it sort of like in a way comes back to stress. Sort of just like stressful environments with whatever with whatever work people are doing, and you've got like your what other stresses you might have, like if you've got a family, like looking after a family is going to cause stress. Just with all the shit going on in the world, it's like a cost of living and everything, paying the bills, all that adds to stress, and so you get a lot of people stressed, and because everyone's stressed, that just makes everything more stressful. So sometimes it's just like a world of stress in a way, and I think that's one of, I don't know, one of the challenges of modern day in a way. How do we deal with that stress? How do we make things better for everyone? We've got amazing computer games and stuff which are great, and computer games help with stress in some ways as well. Some games at least. We do have the risk of distractions, because that's another thing as well. There's types of distractions. You can have sort of good distractions, which is like you might you might be sort of like experience a particular problem. You might be depressed or something, and sometimes like a distraction can just help sort of just like shake you out of that mindset, or at least like help you forget about all your troubles. Like it's a bit like with like the YouTube streams and stuff. Like with the AM stream, which is a fantastic stream. Very, very positive, and it's kind of like it is a place that if you've been having a rough one, then it's kind of like that just seems to go out the window whilst you're watching the stream. It's just like it's just like really entertaining, really positive, and that positivity just like rubs off on you as well. Like it's sort of, it really sort of just like helps sort of just shake you out of your mindset, or sort of, not boost your mood. So there's positive distractions like that. There can also be sort of like negative distractions. Classic example, really, like just like using the phone and stuff. I've been guilty of this plenty, but when you know you should be doing something, or you might need to push yourself to do something that's like productive, which will sort of like help shake you out of your mood, like or just like going for a healthy walk or something. But like a bad distraction can it kind of like just almost like freeze you in place, to stop you from doing the activities you need to do to sort of just like just sort of like process whatever the difficulties like you're experiencing. And like the classic example would be sort of pissing around on a mobile phone. It's like and again, I've been guilty of this. It's like just checking Facebook endlessly or something, even though you've seen the same posts. You've seen everyone's post and what they've had for dinner sort of 10 times already, but still just like almost like just like robotically sort of just like checking Facebook. Just like just not doing anything. Productive in a way. I mean, there still is a time and place for that type of distraction. So, yes, so sometimes it's nice to just like veg out and watch some junk TV, or just scroll through Facebook or Reddit or whatever, and just mindlessly sit there and just like I'm sort of just going to this like catatonic state. But yeah, sometimes those distractions can stop you sort of doing the things you need to do. And yeah, like before you know it, you might end up with like a kitchen full of dirty plates and stuff, like just like crap all over the place. I mean, my place isn't exactly tidy at the moment. It's kind of like that in itself can almost like be a bit of a spiral where just like things start to slip a bit, and it just seems to get like more and more of an effort to sort things out, to sort of get things back on track and stuff. Which, leading back to my original point, just like just also ties in with the sort of stress, whole stressy situation of things, and what we can do to sort of try and improve our stress levels and make things better for ourselves and also those around us, which is one of those sort of positivity quotes I read the other day as well. Something along the lines of, you can't help others if you can't help yourself, or that you're your own sort of like if you've not got your own energy there, then how can you be expected to help others? So it's important to just have that bit of sort of self-preservation or sort of self-love. Certainly not in a greedy way, but just sort of look after yourself, get your own energy levels up first, and then sort of like once your cup starts overflowing with positivity, not stress. Make sure you empty the stress jar, but fill up the positivity jar, and then once you filled up the positivity jar, then that can start overflowing a bit, and like you can help people fill up their positivity jars as well. Something like that. I think that's how it works. I might be talking complete bollocks here, but it seems to make sense to me anyway. Right, so that's that pretty much. Get back to talking about gods now. So we've got 25 minutes left. Music's still a bit messed up. But yeah, graphics on this last level here is really nice. Well, interesting enemies. Yes, it's just like very reminiscent of the sort of Chaos Engine-y type stuff like that. Sort of strange, sort of chaotic mechanical type monsters. Something quite bizarre about them. They're slightly scary. I'm just trying to put my finger on it. Nice design, I'd say. Just a bit of dicking around here with me, not quite sure where to go next. Anyway, like to be honest, I'll be very surprised if anyone's sort of been listening to all this commentary. So, but if you have, then well done. But yeah, I find it quite therapeutic in any case, and it's a good way to just like reflect on things, really, because what I've been talking through there, just with what happened with myself, and just like with stress and everything, it's kind of like it's very scary, but you try and take the positives, and like when some things happen, like you can sometimes get a positive lesson out of it. I mean, it would have been nice if it didn't happen in the first place, but it's sort of like with what I've learned from it, then yeah, maybe some good can come of it. Yeah, me not quite sure what to do to get that bonus there. Because you know what's going to happen, like if I try and jump across, I'm going to sort of just hit my head on the ceiling and just go straight into the spinny spiky thing. Yeah, I'm just trying to sort of just trying to graze the edge of it to get that bar up, but I think I'll give up. This is the kind of game I would have enjoyed back in the day, and I think with its graphics as well, just would have been doubly impressed. Yes, it's got its flaws, and it's kind of somewhat frustrating gameplay, but yeah, it's the kind of game which, I certainly think I would have enjoyed. Plenty worse, let's put it that way. Decided to get an extra life there, which is a very wise choice. I see why. Mm, 20 minutes left. Yeah, didn't quite do that right, so you've got to hit that switch then, just like hold left as much as quickly as possible. The thing is, like, it's getting sort of quite tense by this stage because obviously it's like very long into the run, so I don't want to do a restart, and I'm just really don't want to lose a couple of lives. Want to make sure I've sort of got enough sort of coming into the end bit. Yeah, interesting new enemy there. They do the thing as do the same thing as like a lot of enemies float around the screen, but yeah, good graphics again. Much needed health pickup. Can't stop you. Have a snooze. Right, not too much longer to go now. Yeah, right. Yeah, there's an interesting bit coming up here. So yeah, get the potion which attracts monsters. And there's a thief here. So you drop the potion to hang it. Now the thing is, could sort of go and like kill the thief while he's kind of like in that corridor bit. And if that happens, then the object which you need there looks like it gets stuck. Which could be a soft lock, because I've not seen enemies in any other place respawn for whatever reason. If they make an exception to somehow only does, then yeah, fine, no issues. But I was just thinking, like, imagine getting all this way just to get a soft lock there. That'd be an absolute nightmare. Do me just let them homing things. Do work. Yeah, it's just not taking any chances, really. Got too many objects. Yeah, not great, down to 4 lives at this point. I'm thinking like, have I got enough? I think really I found level 4 easier than the third level. Third set of levels. Kind of wondering what to do there because I've not got enough inventory space for the key. It's a bit dicking around. Go back to get the key. It is a bit painful to watch at times, just yeah, because I've got like an extra key there, and I'm thinking there's got to be a door around I can use it. Yeah, because if that door had like an extra life or something, then that'd be very helpful. But no, it's, nothing there. Backtracking there, for no reason at all. Open the world door key. Okay, last section of the game, which fortunately isn't too long. Yeah, I mean, I think it's make an interesting speedrun type game as well. Like, you'd have to be pretty on the ball to sort of just know where the enemies are, and you could probably race through a lot of it pretty quickly. I think one long player saw it said like the video was sort of just under 50 minutes or something, so could easily shave an hour off. Yeah, low energy, 4 lives. Not ideal. Extra life, very helpful. Yeah, as I mentioned, I think I'm going to have to set the resolution to 180 to upload this. It's not going to be uploaded in time otherwise, I think. I'll have to leave it uploading overnight or something. tense stuff. Very low energy. Yes, there's a thief thing up there. I suppose looking at it now, I could have maybe if I. Yeah, the thief thing didn't pick up the bloody key. Don't know why. Who knows? Might have been after the hint box or something stupid like that. Oh, it comes down there. Silly me. Oh, I see. So if you do the trapdoors, then the thief will get that power there. But it's a bit weird. I mean, like, because I've got like the axe thing. I don't know. I'd want the mace thing. They're all pretty similar anyway, but apparently the axe is like power 25 or something. That one, the rubbishy mace. Maybe it works better on the emboss. I'm not sure. They must have put it there for a reason. Oh God knows. Yeah, a bit of dicking around there because I've got all these keys as well. There's some way to use them, I'm sure, but it's just like a bit of messing around here. I'm not entirely sure what to do. Oh yeah, sorry. Here we go. It is where I get the axe. Sort of bonus. Yeah. I suppose this is a slightly more cunning secret, so it's like don't need to. I suppose the mace thing is there, sort of like if you're really stuck for whatever reason. But even the spears are supposed to be better than the mace or something, I think. Oh, who knows? Oh, power 12 axe. That'll do. Yeah, not sure I use all those keys. Again, probably because I've not hit various switches in exactly the right order. Alright, so door to the final boss is open. Okay, when I saw a long play of this, I saw the technique was to sort of stand up on that platform there and kind of like dodge the thing as it comes out, but I completely fucked it up. Because that rattled me, I tried it once more, but got caught again. And at this point I'm panicking, thinking, shit, I've got 3 lives, that technique isn't working. I tried this before on one run where I just tried mission 4 alone, where I just sort of standing there, taking a few hits from the sort of fireball things which are coming out, but at least sort of able to make progress. What's happening as well, by the way, it's all about sort of taking out that flying thing which comes out. You've got to sort of just destroy quite a few of those. I'm actually sort of beginning to shit it here because taking hits, you got pretty quick to jump those fireballs, by the way. And there's another life lost, and like the final boss has got like half its energy left. And I'm down to like 1 life, so I'm thinking, fuck! Like, yeah, this is like nearly 2 hours over. This has happened. I changed my tactics a bit there because I wasn't getting enough hits when it comes around first time, so I actually turned me back on the main face thing and hit it as it comes around the back, and how's that? I'm trying to think if the life counter goes down to 0 or if that was my last life. I can't remember, but either way, I was absolutely bricking it. So game complete. Yeah, and I don't get this. The flipping high score thing. It's got no vowels. Where's the vowels? What on earth is going on here? Unless there's some kind of button or something, or just it's completely missing any vowels. That's ridiculous. I don't know what's happening there. Anyway, there we go. 1.5 million, 1,586,882. That's my score. So that was Gods. I don't think it's going to win it. I've got a sneaky feeling Juffer's going to win it, and he's probably come across a fair few more secrets than what I did. But I'm happy I was able to get complete it today and sort of get that running. So I'm not going to miss out on the bonus points at least. So the way to Mount Olympus lies open. Thank God for that. About time too. You may now claim your place among the gods. I will, after I've made some scrambled egg on toast, I think. Enjoy your life. It'll last forever. Ooh, I don't know if that would be good actually. Like, if you live forever, it'd be a bit scary, I think. But anyway, it's quite a nice ending in any case. Right. Let's just let this play out. Okay, yeah, that was Gods, and bye for now.